Hello and welcome to Western Culture Explained, where we try to explain the food, festivals, myths, and entertainment of Western countries. Today we are going to talk about a festival called Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead is a Mexican holiday to commemorate one's ancestors. It is a day to remember family members who have died. In Spanish, it is called Dia de Muertos. It is popular all over Mexico, but it is particularly popular in the South. Despite its theme of death, Day of the Dead is actually a happy holiday that celebrates the lives of the dearly departed. This holiday is celebrated on November 1st and 2nd, which overlaps with the Catholic holidays of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day. You may have noticed that it is close to Halloween. Indeed, the two holidays look very similar, but they have different origins, which I will explain in a minute. Most scholars believe that the Day of the Dead has ancient origins in pre-Columbian cultures. The Aztec used to worship death and treat it as something not to be feared but celebrated. Much of this worship was directed toward a mythical Lady of the Dead. These traditions got mixed with Catholicism after the arrival of Europeans, who may have moved the holiday from August to November. The holiday was strongly promoted by Mexican President Lázaro Cárdenas in the 1930s as a part of Mexican national identity. Many of the modern features of this holiday can be attributed to this time period. What are the modern features of this holiday? Let's start by talking about the ofrendas. Ofrendas are shrines or altars where family members can place offerings to their ancestors. They often choose snacks, fruit, and other food items that they know the deceased enjoyed. Hey, that's a lot like Ghost Month in Taiwan. In fact, there's a lot about this holiday that Taiwanese would find familiar. Anyway, it's important to place a photo of the deceased on the altar and to pray for their souls. Next, let's talk about food. Family and food go together like rice and beans. Tamales are a popular choice for all family gatherings at any time of year. On Day of the Dead, you may also see people eating pan de muerto, bread of the dead, and sugar skulls. Be careful, sugar skulls are not always edible. They are sometimes just decoration. To accompany this food, it is traditional to drink beverages such as pulque and atole. In some places in Mexico, it is customary to visit the tombs of your parents and grandparents during the week of Day of the Dead. They will bring marigolds to decorate the tombs and light candles and leave offerings of food. They will even say a little prayer and maybe even have a picnic in the cemetery. Hey, this is very similar to Qingmingjie. In more recent years, it has become the tradition to hold large parades in the major cities. These parades feature dancers wearing skeleton costumes and makeup. Despite the symbols of death all around, these are very lively and fun events. Keep an eye out for a woman dressed as La Calavera Catrina, the modern version of the Lady of the Dead.